Now, let's go to our next story. You know, the in-house cleaning exercise in the main opposition party, the PDP, was going to be more engaging than we thought. For instance, the National Disciplinary Committee of the party has summoned the National Secretary, Samuel Anyanwu, and former Benue State Hemsman, Samuel Ortom, to appear before it. Both men are known allies of the FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike. Now, the minister, who is believed to maintain a significant influence within the party and amongst the key NWC members of the party, is key to a resolution of knotty issues bugging the party. The invitations followed petitions submitted against them by members of the party. Charles, we must keep talking.
PDP is I don't know why PDP is always in the news for the wrong reason these days. Not so that I hate them, because I actually want this to be in the system, very powerful opposition. Because it's only when you have powerful opposition, you don't have a one-party system where everybody they run roughshod over everybody. PDP is becoming, I'm not saying has become, is becoming a difficult brand to market. If you look at the days that led to 2014, the amalgamation, if you will, of all the coming together of the persons, they were able to come up with a brand they could sell. And when they all came, all this, whether it's the half of PDP that time, NPDP, remember?
Yes.
You had ABGA, half of ABGA,
yes.
And you have ACM from Lagos, from Southwest, and then CNC. Exactly. All of them came together because they wanted a brand to sell to Nigeria, to present a common front against a common enemy that time in Jonathan and his government. Now, what did they do? They all subsumed all their personal advertisement, personal glory under a unified glory. That's why you saw people like all of them, they all stepped back to say, okay, they wanted a candidate they could sell that would be easily acceptable across Nigeria, which was what brought Tinubu. Remember, Buhari. So they were able to market Buhari that time. All of that, Tinubu's interest, subsume under that, all other interests. But here, you are having Atiku interest. Atiku, in his body language, still want to be president.
He wants to run again in 2007.
Now,
yeah.
question I'm asking.
Alhaji Atiku Abubakar.
Okay, well, sorry, Alhaji Atiku, but the former, former vice president.
Not plain Atiku.
I'm so sorry about it. Okay,
okay. Sorry.
Then you have that. Then there's Obi somewhere. There is Kwankwaso somewhere. So what I'm asking is that if PDP had to get it right and also serve Nigeria that platform of having a very powerful opposition, they need to rebrand. It may not be a change of nomenclature, but they need to rebrand, and rebranding means that they need to wave the big stick. Wike is there right now. Okay, if you are saying you want to point some people like Ortom for anti-party activity, who is the greatest anti-party activist? If not for Wike. So why is Wike not being summoned? Why is Wike's name missing from the list of people they said they want to appear before the Tom Bikimi committee for disciplinary actions? So if they want, as I said, some people should not be seen as too big for the party to wield their big stick. If they want to, they must do that and also rebrand. If they to rebrand, then they have to also assume their personal interest under a common interest that they can sell to Nigeria. Then Nigeria will now begin to have a second look at them.
Yeah, Mayor, let's start from the top in a manner of speaking. You know, there's been the talk about party democracy.
Or party supremacy too.
Party supremacy. Yes. Oh yeah, democracy within the party and the supremacy of the party. National Secretary Samuel Anyanwu ran for governor against incumbent governor of Imo State. What does the party rule say?
Okay, if you are vying for a party.
If you are going for a position, abandon your seat. But I don't know if he abandoned his seat.
No, abandon, resign. Let's use the right word.
Resign your appointment and so on. Yes. Did he or did he not?
He did not. And it was
you see where I'm coming from.
It was wrong because that's why they have the crisis that they have now. Because the court has said he's no longer the secretary.
Oh boy!
By virtue of that.
By virtue of that,
yes.
and the chairman, the acting chairman there, is on his own side, and some members of NEC. But you see, the problem with PDP as a party is that the reality is that there is somebody in the party that is so big they cannot
I'm
discipline.
beginning to
That
drop.
is wicked. That is the reality on ground. Because all these crises that they have.
Did they see this coming?
No. Yes, by the way, let me tell you that when Wike was spending so much money in the party, everybody was enjoying it. And they allowed him to do that.
Do you remember when the same Wike dared the PDP to take the convention of the party?
Convention,
That's what I'm saying,
yes.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
When,
because at
and all
that time, he was spending so much money in the party. And it was the one that was saying that, I don't want this chairman again. They will change the chairman. They will bring another person. And then it got to a stage that they felt that, oh, this guy is becoming overbearing. And he wanted to install the governor of then. He wanted to install the guy. And they felt that, okay, let us take, this guy will not be fair. Let us take it from Rivers State so that everybody can have a level playing ground.
You are talking about secondaries now.
No, I'm talking about the former speaker that became governor.
Okay.
I forgot his name.
Yes, it was. He was supposed to run. Then he ran in this last one too.
Exactly.
But Wike was his main backer at that time. And they felt because there should be level playing ground, let us move away from Rivers. He told the party that he dared them to do that they cannot do that, and they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that. Not only that, he openly did anti-party by supporting a candidate from another party. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't do anything. And but one thing you have to give to Wike, the governor, former governor Wike, or Minister of FCT, Mr. Wike, is that when it comes to politics, it may not be very old. He's very smart. Okay. Very smart. Because
do you consider him a gadfly?
No, but
political gadfly.
No, it's possible because for somebody to survive that long, and every time it's always one step ahead, because he will have gone to court to tell them that, oh, you cannot expel me because of certain things. Now he's minister. He said, look, I was invited by the president and I informed these organs of the party. You understand? That I'm going to take this national assignment. So you cannot...
For national interest.
Yes, for national interest. So you cannot summon him and say you want to discipline him. You understand what I'm saying? But it's easier for Anyanwu because the governors forum have said that, look, Anyanwu, you are no longer the secretary of the party. BOT now has also said the same thing. And the guy is insisting that he's the secretary. I think that's why they're saying it should come. But I don't have any regard for that disciplinary committee, with all respect to them. Because a lot of people have done things. When the four governors, including Ortom and Wike, and Sheyi Makinde and others, when they were doing those things,
G5.
When they were doing those things that they were doing, they couldn't do anything. To them, they couldn't do anything. And they have to realize that for the party to survive, for PDP as a party to survive, they have to do two things. The first one is that those who have gone against party discipline and tenets should be disciplined. Even
no matter how highly
placed. So. Then secondly, they must tell themselves the truth that there's a need for new leaders to merge within the party. Because the problem with that party is that they've turned the party to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's party.
Okay. Gentlemen, two quotations come to mind here. Charles, I'm sure you remember the one credited to the first German Chancellor, Otto von Bismarck. He said, politics is not an exact science, but sociologists are telling you politics is a behavioral science. So that goes for that. Then the second quotation is that credited to the old French general, Napoleon. He said, in politics, stupidity is not a handicap.
Yes, I
correct.
But it's correct. I think so, because if you look at the way politics is played, sometimes you will say, well, is this thing right? But it may not be right morally, it may not be right socially, but again, it's working for them. That's why it's okay. But this looks stupid. But what looks stupid actually is actually gaining traction for them, which is why I agree. I usually don't like supporting people. Let me support for the first time.
Nobody goes to court. Go on.
But you are quite right. But what I find very discomforting is the fact that it does seem that they are picking and choosing who to punish amongst them. If they don't go the whole hog to have clean the audience stable, there will be people who are like too big for the party. I quite agree, because the role Wike played by ensuring that PDP is still in everybody's reckoning today, we can't wish that away. When they lost election in 2015, PDP became a whipping boy. You remember the McAfee, Shekau, and there was Ali Modi Sharif.
Yeah.
Sure.
The party was almost going to be torn from the center. Centrifugal forces were pinning it.
Yeah.
So, but Wike came, the Ayo Fayose of Ekiti,
yeah.
they all came together to rescue it, and then PDP bounced back. But I think they allowed that man, Wike, that his influence to dominate the party for so long.
Because he was spending the money and
nobody was happy.
Yes.
So they were going to
and they thought he was a
behind. So it's difficult now, it's become a behemoth in the manner of speaking, for you to unseat him. Now, but if he told you that he actually told his members that he was accepting the visitation, but have they looked at the party constitution, whether accepting invitation to go serve in another party is also acceptable in their
Of course, it's acceptable in every party. You know, normally parties used to say,
No,
they want to form
of course,
government of national unity.
we have had it before.
Immediately you inform, yes, it has happened before.
Remember in the
remember the letters of the constitution of the party.
Remember
Yes,
in
you just need to inform
I'm
the
talking about
organs of the
convention.
party.
I'm talking about the convention. I'm talking about constitutional.
No, you can
Charles,
serve, provided we inform the organs of the party.
I was going to remind us of the former president Olusegun Obasanjo's party, who invited the late
Okay, from AD.
Yes, from AD.
So
Well,
he served.
there is an antecedent.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
So in
yes.
that case,
and he was given the very top ministerial post.
job.
Yes.
Well, in that case,
Energy minister.
Yes,
Yes.
that of power.
And then later became Attorney General. So,
Exactly.
yes.
But anyway, maybe as you said, maybe his smartness has also got him off the hook. But again, what you need to do, as I said, if Wike actually, I hope so, actually still has his love for PDP, he should not just leave them. He should find a way to find a succor for them and build that party. But he can't build that party again.
All right,
Because there is accountability forces.
gentlemen,
Okay.
we'll go on a commercial break. Okay. We should be back. Please stay with us. This is still Journalist Hangout. Thanks, folks. And let's continue. Yeah. The story we have at hand there, Charles and Mayor.
Okay, we're trying to build up something about PDP. You know, we're saying something about Wike trying to help, but it won't work because it can't be eating from another place, and then where a place that's supposed to be an opponent,
remember the quotation accredited to Napoleon Bonaparte
about the stupidity and all that.
Yeah, in politics, stupidity is not a handicap.
Exactly. But again, if I want to, I don't want to drive on the route of stupidity. Maybe I was telling Mayor when we were break that I need to maybe just give Alhaji Abubakar Atiku or Atiku Abubakar this advice. I think the fact that every election cycle, then he becomes the sole candidate, in the manner of speaking, is not helping the PDP brand. I would love Alhaji Atiku, at his experience at that level, to anoint, you know how they use it that way, to anoint someone, a younger person, and present the person, and hold the ladder up for that person. If he does that, I'm sure.
Murphy, remind him that in terms of nomination for candidates, the party is supreme.
Yes,
no,
yes. That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is that he should make the sacrifice.
Make the sacrifice and leave the
for the party,
exactly,
so that the party can be stronger.
Because you know what tore the party apart even in the 2023 primaries was Wike had a fight with that. Yeah. How come you're coming again and all that? And then instead of picking him, now went to pick Okowa. These are the things
Wike's
that
Wike's argument, which was very valid, was that if we look at the Nigerian project, it is unfair for somebody, a president from the north that have served 2 terms, to be succeeded by another. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't show. It doesn't show.
Essentially, because we had made it a north-south thing.
But that was the problem. But that was the problem. Because if, for example, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, for example, have agreed that they should pick a southerner, and then everybody rallied around that southerner.
Exactly.
Perhaps they could have won.
But by extension, look at this now. By 2027, the incumbent President Tinubu would have chalked just 4 years, and he's entitled to seek re-election.
Of course, he will seek re-election.
So, if Alhaji Atiku is saying everybody must, the opposition must coalesce, to remove him, what are we saying?
And what if he does that, but not for the pendulum to swing northward? As maybe and I have there to agree, if he does, okay, what do we do? Let's shop for a younger candidate from the south, so that you can play the south against the south. It could also work for them for another party. You understand?
Yeah, it's not as if there's no guarantee that they will win.
There's no guarantee, but at least.
But they will.
But doing that, it will show up his image. Oh, it will show up his respect. Oh, Atiku Abubakar had decided to now say, okay, for the interest of the party, let me take the back seat and push somebody forward. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. So we leave all that to the PDP.
To them, okay.
But again, don't forget, all we do here is to give